What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to do a quick walk around and overview on my new/used 2013 EZGO RXV. I've had it a little over a week now. It was pretty nasty when I got it. Had a lot of salt on it, so I'm assuming at some point it was up north. I know it was up in Ohio, but I didn't know that it stayed up there. So it was bought refurbished, and I don't know what they use them for, but the frame was covered in salt. So I gave it an acid bath, gave it a good truck wash bath, and I gave it a good car wash. So neutralized all the salt. Gave it a 3-stage buff and wax afterwards. And got her looking like this. The only thing I've added to it since I've had it was the brush guard up front and the headlights. It already had headlights, I did the LEDs. After giving it such a good bath, it didn't work a couple of days later. Ended up figuring out that the speed sensor had went bad on it. I don't know if that's due to getting wet, or if it's just coincidence, because the guy said it did sit a lot. They barely used it. It's like 150 bucks for that speed sensor, which is right there on top of the motor, which maybe you can see it. No, actually it's on this other side, where that plug goes into the top of the right side of the motor. I did do a differential fluid change, only because I pulled out that rubber plug, and some dumped out, and I didn't know that that was the actual plug that actually keeps it in there. So I went ahead and dumped the rest of it, used the little hose and siphoned the rest out of the bottom part of the plug, removed the axle, and filled it back up from there with 25 ounces of Lucas gear oil. And anyhow, or maybe it was Lucas rear differential fluid or something like that. Differential fluid, I can't remember. I think it was the 7590 weight. But anyhow, as you can tell, that paint came out flawless. It was in pretty good shape. It was just faded, and there were some scratches down this side. And I was able to get most all of those out. I'm not gonna rub it, try to see, because it's got some dirt on it and I don't want to scratch it up. And that acid bath cleaned it up real nice underneath here. Just got a little tire shine right there on the frame, and underneath came out real good too. That's got the street legal kit on it. It's got turn signals, headlights, brake lights, and running lights. And it's got, of course, the triangle on the back. I've only been able to get it up to 26 miles an hour. So they did, I don't know if they call it freedom mode or whatever, but they did, I guess, scan the computer or open up the computer so it could do a little quicker. But it is the stock black computer in it. Still on this point. Now I do have some stuff ordered. Got me a carbon dash on order for it. I've got let's see, the carbon dash, got the digital little gauge that goes there. It's not digital, it's LED. It's got the different modes. And what else did I order for it? I think that's it. All I've got coming right now. I'm thinking about doing the front rack, because my old TXT had the front rack and I really liked it. Only bad thing is it doesn't look as good on this one. I haven't found any that integrate with the front bumper as good as the TXT did. I'm really enjoying it so far. Really nice golf cart. These headlights, if you're wondering, there's some cheap aftermarket that's a copy of the, I don't know if it's called the Mad Max or something like that, or Mad Jacks or something. But anyhow, the blinkers are not very bright at night. The headlights are nice and bright. I would say they're every bit as bright as the regular headlights. I'm sure if you bought the real brand name ones, they would even be brighter, of that style, which I don't know. I don't know if that Mad Jacks, or excuse me if I'm getting it wrong, but I don't know if that's like a real brand name or what's the deal. But these, I did have to do a little adapting in the wiring to plug these up. Not too big of a deal. And the brush guard, I got that at the local battery source. Overpaid a little bit, but I wanted to, you know, kind of help support those guys. I dropped it while I was installing it, so got some little scratches on the front, but touched it up with a little bed liner paint. And anyhow, I'll play around with polishing it on it a little bit later to see if I can blend it in a little better. It does have the fold down back, turn into a seat, which I'm sure most of them do when they do this little upgrade. It does have the running lights and the brake lights and turn signals. Right now I have not put the LED backs on, just because the blinker module will not work with just the LEDs, so I'll have to add some type of restrictor or something in line to get it to work again. Anyhow, that's just a quick overview and maybe a little review of my ownership a weekend so far. I really like it. It's nice to kind of just jump on and enjoy a nice little quiet ride in this thing. Now obviously it's not going to be too quiet off-roading, because you're going to have a little bit of your windshield banging around and all that. That's probably where, I think that's it right up there. Let's see if we can lower that real quick. I do kind of like the brake function, because as you can tell, I just pulled up on a pretty steep hill and it just stops. That is kind of cool, but I understand that a lot of people think that they're pretty crappy too, because the downside is if you lose electricity, or like when my speed sensor went out and you're trying to load it up on your truck, and you're trying to free push it, kind of freaks out and thinks that you're about to crash. Oh, I don't know if it thinks you're about to crash or if it's just rolling freely and it needs to stop it and it just slams on the brake. And that's when you have it in tow mode, with the ignition on. So that part's not that cool. But anywho, we'll ride over here real quick and let you see it full speed on the road. And we'll wrap up this review. And 25 to 26, like I said, is the highest that I've gotten it up to. Battery. down the American flag. It's a crazy time in America right now. So, I'm gonna pretty much wrap it up. My review on it. Said I'm really liking it. Got a really good deal on it too, so I'm really happy with that. Sold my TXT gasoline powered golf cart. It was a 12 model and just sold it about 4 months ago, 5 months ago, before this Iris thing. So, yep, glad to have another one. Wasn't looking for the RXV, but like I said, found a good deal on this one and had all the accessories that I would have wanted to do, other than the brush guard and of course, like I said, the LEDs. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed, and y'all have a great day.